Hi, welcome back to this academic reading assignment number 3. We were looking at the use of modal verbs, and previously we've seen that in a discussion section you can use a modal auxiliary like may to indicate that the reason you think something is happening, that you're not certain, 100% sure that this is what causes it. We're going to use may. It may be caused by A or B. Now, once we get to the recommendation stage here in this paragraph, how can we close the gap, we're going to see that we're going to shift to other modal verbs. As we saw in the previous video, we're talking about a gap between what students and teachers perceive as being improvements that you make by doing writing exercises. The gap needs to be closed between the instructor's perception of what students learn and what skills they improve by writing the business report and those perceptions of the students. There should not be as great a discrepancy between the improvement instructors see and the improvement students see in what they believe they learn and how they improve their writing skills by completing the business report assignments. So I use should here, kind of implying that what should happen, which is after all what in recommendations this is all about. It's about what you think should happen to make things go differently. Instructors may be able to close the gap by following several guidelines. So we're going to give recommendations in the form of guidelines, but instead of saying the very bold claim of this is going to make life better for you, we're going to use again that hedging, that distancing. It may be able. Okay, what's the first piece of advice? Explicitly explain the assignment's purpose. The business report assignment should stimulate the writing of reports in business organizations. Students should understand how, etc., etc. So here again we find that should. We use should in recommendations to talk about what actions need to be undertaken in the opinion of the author in the future to solve a problem, for instance, to right a wrong. Whereas we use may here also in the recommendations, mainly in the discussion section, we use may, for instance here, to talk about the fact that we're not 100% sure about the causal relationship.